Hello, this is Steve Shaw for acrylicpouring.com, and today I'm doing a 16 by 20 inch painting. It's kind of an experiment. I have a friend of mine who has asked me to do a painting for her daughter. The painting's going to be huge, another big painting, which if you've seen some of my other videos, you know I love. But I wanted to do some research first and also give this person a few choices of what the style of painting would be. And I do what I often do. I went on Pinterest and typed in acrylic pouring paintings and came up with some really pretty ideas, looking for some inspiration. But one painting in particular caught my attention, and I want to give a shout out to a woman named Katie O'Rourke. So I'm going to hold this up for you. Katie has a video on YouTube. It is literally 26 seconds. No words, no talking. She does this entire painting in 26 seconds. And it's beautiful. So Katie, I want to say thank you for inspiring me, and I'm going to use this as kind of a base or an idea for me to start my painting on. So let's see what I've got going down here. I've previously mixed my paints up, and today I used only Floetrol and a tiny bit of water. And I have a sort of a mint or seafoam green, a really dark purple, a lighter purple, almost like a lilac kind of thing. The beautiful, creamy, buttery, goldenrod sort of yellow, kind of a standard blue, and a bright pink, which I'm not going to lie to you, this makes me a little nervous. This is just a little more neon and brighter than I'm usually used to. But I've used it in my paintings before, and it mixes in with some other paintings and tends to look really good. I am now using the 3-in-1 silicone oil. I backed away from using the belt lubricant just because the silicone, it made great cells, but the silicone was so hard to get off the paintings, it was kind of messing me up when I was doing my epoxy resin. So this is a little bit easier to clean off for me. I will probably put, this is just a mix of just good old white paint, and I will probably put a line or two of this in my painting. So let's get started. I'm going to scoot these out of the way. If you have a moment, though, I do recommend, if you have a moment, if you have 26 seconds, I recommend you go to YouTube and look for Katie's video. The title of the video is Acrylic Pour Using Silicone and Floetrol. Okay, Katie, not the most exciting of titles, but it definitely works. And I'm going to do, right down the center, a nice dark line of purple. And the person who wants the painting that has commissioned me to do this painting, her daughter really likes purple. So I'm going to try to get some good purple going on in here. The thing, when somebody tells you that they just like one color or another, most folks don't realize that that's nice to know, but one color by itself does not really make a painting. You've got to have some other colors with it to give some contrast and to balance things off a little bit, to give something for the colors to kind of bump up against. All right, so I'm going to go yellow across the bottom. I'm going to hit some white down here too. Okay. I'm going to do another layer yellow. Yep. I'm going to put a little dark blue across the bottom here. Just working intuitively now, not a real strong reason for that. The bottom half of the painting I want to be mostly the yellow interacting with the purple. The top half, I want it to be a little bit lighter, almost with the sea, oceany kind of colors. So I'm going to put this seafoam green across here. And then I'm going to be swiping up and swiping down. I'm going to swipe this purple up and across the other colors. And let's see. Oh, I need to put a little, I'm going to put another little thin line of this. This is really thin purple right here. And I'll do another one here. This blue is nice and thick, so ooh, I got a chunk in there, so I'm going to grab that, pull it out of there. Really thick blue. We'll see what happens there. I did not put a base coat down on this canvas. You know, sometimes I do that and it'll help paint kind of flow, but other times I just use the canvas the way it is and pour right on top of it. All right, so I now have my vertical stripes. No, sorry, horizontal stripes. And I think it's about time to swipe. I'm gonna see, I've got a couple of holes in here, so I'm just gonna fill just to make sure that the paint, I don't end up with any bald spots or little dry spots on there. So I'm just filling in a little bit right now. Maybe I'll put a little line of this in here. All right, I'm gonna put a tiny bit of this bright, bright, bright pink in here. Hopefully I won't regret it. Let's see how that's gonna go. We'll put it right across there. Not too much. All right, for my swiping tool, as many of you probably know, a great swiping tool is a damp paper towel, but I'm gonna be just using an old business card of mine. I've got a new address, new phone number, so these actually turn out to be great swiping tools, and it's a nice way to repurpose something and not just throw it away. All right, I'll be swiping up with my dark purple. Let's see if it's gonna take. Oh. Yeah, baby, that worked. Look at this in here. That looks fantastic. Oh, I love it. Oh, these colors look so good. I did not expect the purple and the blue to look that good, and it really does. I've got a little bit in here. I'm going to try to pull over the top of that without doing it too much. Lots and lots of gorgeous little cells happening in there. I'm going to stretch it just a tiny bit to get, ooh, not too much there. Settle down. Tap up in here. Okay. I'm going to set this card to the side, get another one, and swipe down and see what happens with that. But so far, I am really, really happy with that. All right, let's see. I'm going to add one thin line of this dark purple again so that I know I have plenty to swipe down, plenty of color to swipe down with. All right, here we go. Ooh, that's pretty too. Oh, that's almost Starry Night kind of stuff. Wow. Okay, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Okay, I'm going to, wow, really looking good. I thought there'd be a little bit more yellow across the bottom, but I'm okay with that. I'm gonna do a little bit of tilting, not much. I had a one time a comment from a viewer who was gave me a little bit of advice, and she was saying that I was tilting my canvases way too much and ruining the cells. So I'm trying to take that advice, but this does need a little bit of motion, I think. Boom, up there, down a little. Wow, that's pretty. Okay, yeah. Oof. Oh, wow, that's stretching out nice. Yep, I just leaned over and blew into the paint a little bit. I have got my torch right here. This is, wow, look, do you remember how I talked about I was a little afraid of that bright pink? But when it gets in these purples and blues, it makes for some really beautiful, beautiful stuff. I gotta go. I know I'm tilting, probably saying, stop, Steve, stop. But it'll be okay. It's gonna be all right. Let's hit this with a torch and see if anything else comes out of it. But I'm liking this thing. Remember, if you're going to use a torch, clear stuff out of the way so you don't set your pouring box or your studio on fire. I hate it when that happens. I like to use a larger torch just because it's one I had handy. All right. And remember, you do not have to torch anything. If you have beautiful cells, and you're happy with your painting the way it is, you don't need to torch at all. Wow. That is looking lovely. Lovely. Okay, I am going to I'm going to take a moment after I turn off the camera, and I'll touch up the edges a little bit. I'm tempted to tilt this up and try to get a little more of the purple coming down, but I'm going to leave it alone. And there you go. There's my experiment in purple. And thank you, Katie O'Rourke, for inspiring me with this painting. Obviously, it didn't turn out anything like yours, but it doesn't matter where you start off. It matters where you end up. And I ended up with a really, really pretty painting here. So thank you for watching this video. Feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you like the content, please hit subscribe and give the painting a thumbs up. And this painting, along with most of my paintings, is going to be for sale at my Etsy store. So go to Etsy.com and search for Art by Steve Shaw. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.